Hi guys, this is Miriam at High Life Auto. I am out doing a video test drive on a 2006 Chevy Uplander. If you've never been on my video test drives before, the way it works is I drive the vehicle on video and I tell you what I see, hear, think, smell, and feel to give you the best indication of being in the driver's seat without actually being in the driver's seat. I'm not a mechanic and this is not meant to be a 182-point inspection. Rather, this is meant to be a sneak peek into how the vehicle drives and any potential issues I notice as we're going along. So we'll take a look around the vehicle, we'll take a look under the hood, and then we won't take this one for a drive. This is one of our $9.99 cars, and it's got a couple things going on with it that I'll explain to you, and then we'll go from there. So, here we go. Alright, so, first thing is it's a rusty van. Seller said it's got a rusty frame. I haven't been underneath it yet, but we'll take a look at that. Obviously, you can see there's like a brake line probably hanging, some rubber hose hanging, maybe it's a fuel line, so the clamps are rusted off. You can see rust on the rockers. Wheel wells don't look so bad. Tires though are 75%, at least on the rear. The front is just probably 30%, so nothing special. But I'll kind of get down and see what I see at a glance. So it looks like you've got your rockers are rusted off. This is a metal line. And it could probably be clamped back up, but wherever it's supposed to be clamped to, is probably rusted. I don't really see any structural rust, I don't think. At least not on this side. But we'll go get up and we'll look on the other side when we get around there. The doors are, at least this door, it opens, but it's kind of hard to open. Like maybe it needs some grease on the track or something like that, just to get going. Matt did take it up the hill to the old go-kart track, and he said it runs and drives, but it also has a charging system failure. So right now we are running on battery. Here's the motor. We are running on battery as long as that runs, but I imagine it probably needs an alternator. So that's the reason I'm not taking it on a test drive, is because I don't want to have to tow it back when it dies. That's really what that comes down to. Inside looks like, at least from the front, it's been cleaned, but it's still stained up. Let's see, this door opens just fine. It does have a dent in it, but it opens just fine. It's got all the seats in it. It's got a DVD player. I don't know if it works or not, but it's got one. But not as bad looking on this side. The back, the tailgate does open. It's got some rust on there, but then it does not hold up. The hydraulic struts or whatever on there are shot. So let's look in here and see if we see anything over here. Again, the rockers are gone. But okay, this part right here, this is part of the frame. That's gone right there. But other than that, like, this is your frame rail, where most of your car is held up. And I don't really see any rust holes on the frame rail. This is part of the frame rail, but I think it's a side-to-side part, and I don't know exactly what it supports. But as far as, like, I don't really see any major issues where the suspension is. There could be, but from what I see, it looks like mainly a rocker issue. So this is not a van that you're gonna get that's gonna last you forever, unless you do some of that fixing. But it's a van that'll get you by. Like, people run into hard times. It would get you by. With I think an alternator, you'd probably be able to drive it just fine. But I'll show you what I've got here. They left almost 3/4 of a tank of gas in it. Service brake system, charging system failure, and we had the battery on a charger, so Charging system failure would mean alternator. Change oil, the ABS and brake light is on. Service ABS light, that's what that's going to be for. Looks like your coolant temperature gauge is just fine. It's right in the middle. There's all your inconsequential stuff, but nonetheless halfway important. Your radio works. Let's see. Your climate system probably needs a blower motor, would be my guess, because there's no response on any of these settings right here. So my guess is you need a blower motor in there. But the rear one is on, and I can hear it working. So this has got rear air and front air, and so that works just fine. Passenger side window works, and driver's side window works. This is a van, just has the two of them. Looks like there's no other options there. So I think that's about it. Like I said, this is a cheap one, but it seems to run and drive. It needs some work. Obviously, there's going to be a frame rest disclosure. And there's something, when I drive, it's probably got something to do with the rust or something. You just hear like a rubbing noise. I'll see if I can, I'll pull forward again. See right in there, I don't know if it's in here or if it's the wheel rubbing against something. Just like a little rubbing noise, it's rubbing on something. So just something to check out. Obviously cheap vehicle, but yeah, if you have any questions, just hit me up. I'll try and answer them for you. And I don't know if he'll have time to address that charging system failure and just see if it, see if he can test the amps of the alternator. I don't know. But if you have any questions, hit me up. My cell phone is 309-267-7200. Thanks, guys.